Hello, welcome back to my shop. Today we've got another little review. I just received this and I have had it for a grand total of 20 minutes. And I thought I'd kind of share what I've found originally about it and just kind of some off-the-cuff observations. This is a little inspection microscope. Inexpensive, which was kind of the point when I bought it. I would like dearly to have one of those big giant microscopes, but I haven't got the place to put it, and I really don't need it. But I do need something that will allow me to see what I'm doing for these 608s and 0402 size parts. And I thought, this was $40, and I thought, well, maybe this would do it. I do have one of these little things, which is okay. I mean, the nice thing about this is you can take it off and point it at what you want to point it at, and hand hold it and all that kind of stuff, and it does work. This particular one has a zoom on it, which is fairly useless. But the problem with it is it points up and down. You got your work surface, and you got this, and that's it. Which makes it okay, except it's no good for something that's rather large and you want to be able to get to it, like most of the stuff I work on. So I ordered one of these, and it came in quick. I got this from Banggood, and it came in just a few days. I was quite happy. This one, it says Industry Education, Collection, Research, Biological and Mineral. Okay, I guess that's all right. I don't know. It's one of the things about these is it says 1 to 600x. Well, that's 1 to 600x if you get closer to what you're working on. It doesn't actually have a zoom. You can't just zoom in like you can with a camera. You get closer and closer, and your object gets bigger and bigger, and that's the way it works. However, at the range that most of these are set up, it's big enough to see what you want to see as far as soldering goes, which was the idea. So they are what they are, and they serve a purpose. So there it is. This particular model comes with its own little screen. It's got a set of push buttons along the front, on, off, and menu, mode, left, right, or up and down, and OK. On the side of it here, it's got a knob. This is for turning the LEDs up and down. A USB, micro USB card. I got a 16 gig in there at the moment. And a charging port and USB port. The other side, nothing. Or nothing on the back. The way you hook it up is, or you stand it up, is it's got this little pad with a little switch that locks it onto what you want to lock it onto, which means you have to have something fairly smooth and hard for it to stand on. But I found this pad is sticky, very sticky, but it pulls off of plastic quite nicely. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but it definitely will hold it up there. So what I got to do this demo with is a Corel plate. So we'll just plunk it down in the middle of the Corel plate, push the little thingy down in the back, and there we go. What is that? Okay. Oh, that's the light. That's the overhead light. So, basically, you can see that it has an angle here, which you can change the angle. Turn the little knob, and you can change the angle and the height. And it has a certain amount of actual swivel here for back and forth, and this way. Okay. I suppose you get into a situation you needed it to swivel that direction, it would be useful. Now, you might think, looking at it, that it's going to be looking at things at an angle, which it actually is. But that's not an altogether bad thing. It does make it look a little weird at first, but you'll see here in a minute how it works. It has its own little screen that's actually quite clear. Show you here. Turn it on. And the light comes on by default, and there's your screen. So let's pull it in here a little bit and take a look at it. I don't know what that looks like for real, but I got a board. Where's the board? Okay. Here's a little board that I've torn parts off of, just sort of experimenting. It's a old serial parallel board. And we're going to put this underneath the microscope and tune it in here. Alright, so there we go. That's what's on the little screen. Now that's plenty good enough for most soldering jobs. Like, let's say that component right there. Let's take the soldering iron and say that we're going to want to solder on that little CB5. Right there. There's my soldering iron. It's not on, I'm just showing you. So you can actually get to it, and it's actually a pretty good picture. And there's the soldering tip. A little bitty spade tip. And as far as looking at things for breaks or bad solder joints or whatever, that works pretty well, actually. Now here's what I was saying about looking at things kind of on an angle. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit on an angle, but those are capacitors, and they are that big. So it's not terrible. I mean, I can get used to that pretty easily. And now, let's take something here, and let's go down, and let's get really close to it and see if we can tune this thing in. Whoops. Okay, that's evidently too close. Oh, it fell down on me. Let's try it here. I haven't actually tried this. We're the first ones to see this happen. No. So it's focal angle. Alright, let's do it this way, because it's not sitting on the thing here. Let's back this off a little bit. Put the focus in as far as it'll go. Yeah. Alright, so that's about as far as it'll go. Let's find something to focus on here. Alright. Find a part. Find a part. Where's a part? Alright, there's a part. Now, that's not terrible. Uh, and if you look here, you can see how far away it actually is from the board. Get the probe out here. I mean, there's plenty of room to still work under here if you had to. That would be rather difficult, but you could. But that's not really what it's made for. I mean, this thing is not made for that. This is made for poking it up here, cranking it down, putting your board in here, taking your zoom out, and doing this, looking at things. And to help you, here, let's get it down a little bit farther here. There. You can see quite well. Well, you can see that right there. That's close to being a solder bridge. Get over to something that's... There's a chunk of copper. I don't know what that was for. Pins. See, and you can tell easily if it's a good solder joint or not. That's what we're looking for. Well, all in all, I'll tell you what. So, it seems to work okay. So, one of the other things, the questions I had about this was, what will it do if I plug it into the computer? Because this is nice, but, you know, oh, by the way, I meant to go through this. We'll go into the menu here. It does have some menu options. You can do your resolution, and the resolutions are 1080p. I'm on 720, and VGA. If I go to 1080p, it's hard to tell. I guess it's better, a little bit. Let's see. And what else we got here? We got date tag, so you can tag your photos. You've got motion detection. What good would that be? I have no idea. Cyclic record. That means that 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, so that you can record around and around and around. And let's see, what else has it got? EV, oh, that's your yeah. Darkness, whoops. Anyway. Okay, let's see what else we got here. And then you've also got your other menu for your system. Format, language, auto power off, screensavers. 1 minute. Okay, so you can get the thing to turn off. Interesting, I didn't even see that. Reset system, set the frequency of your lights, time setting, and you can rotate the video. Haven't done that. Oh, rotates it 180 degrees. Ah, okay. Well, that's nice. Turn that off. Okay. Well, that's kind of neat, actually, and I've got this board upside down here right now. So you can turn the video rotate on. And let's look at it. So now the board is upside down to the camera. Yeah. All right. So it kind of makes more sense that way. Oh, cool. All right. Didn't see that before. Like I said, I've had this thing just about as long as you're looking at it here. It's got a mode switch. That's pretty much all there is to the settings. It's got a mode switch. You can go between, that's your picture taking. You can take a picture. Chunk, there, you got a picture. And it's 2 megapixels. Or, there's your picture. You can see what's on there. There's a picture. There's a picture. And here's video. And here's video I took a little while ago onto the card. See, board's here. That's not bad. I'm reasonably happy with this thing. I just got a plain old class 4 card in this, so it's not the fastest in the world. You see it jumping around, but for that little screen, that's pretty nice. And back, and you can go between 1080. Yeah, it's basically okay. The mode goes between video, take a picture, and look at what you've got on the camera. So that's what the mode does. All right, like I was saying, one thing that I wanted to do was to see what happened if I plugged it into a computer. So, and by the way, it draws about 220 milliamps when it's running. If you can see it there. And so and it does have a built-in battery, by the way. So let's plug it into the old computer. It switches over to USB, as you can see. And I just plugged it in to my Linux computer. And as you can see, it shows up as a drive. And on your drive, I've got the recording I took and a couple of pictures that I took. There's a picture. That's not bad at all, as you can see. And it's date coded. I have the date code turned on. You can turn that off. And here's the video. Oh, let's see. Open with videos. Linux. Gotta love Linux. Okay, open with... let's open it with Avid Mix. Ooh. No. There's a Linux problem, not this thing's problem. Banshee Media Player? That usually will play just about anything. But no. Okay. So, anyway. Yeah, Banshee's still running. I know, shut it down. What is that? I don't even know what that is. All right, so let's go and see how it works on Cheese, which is one of Linux's viewers for cameras. Looky there. That's not bad. That's pretty good. That's actually quite good. You can see a piece of junk there, whatever it is. Make it full screen. That's more than useful. More than useful. And that's live. See, there's my finger underneath it. How do I get out of full screen here? There we go. And if you want to take videos on your computer, it's recording. And away it goes. Whoop. This isn't the world's fastest recorder or video computer, but it works pretty good. I don't know. Let's stick something under here and see. There's my screwdriver. Well, somewhere. There's my screwdriver. Right there. All right, so let's stop this and go look at the movie. Oh, it's going to open it in this. Oh, well, that's fine. Where did it go? 2017, 5/13. Open. Yeah, I know it's not in the right format. All right. So, play this. Does not have a microphone that I found, or at least it doesn't appear to. But we'll get the screwdriver in there. So, well, as you can see, it definitely does record to the computer. Doesn't say it well in the books, but it does. I'm happy. So, basically what you got here is a $40 microscope for inspection or soldering or whatever you want. Is it worth it? Heck yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's a pretty good little deal, actually. So there you go. There's a little review on the no-name, I don't know, innovation beyond imagination, continuous zoom lie system and adjustable light. Portable LCD digital microscope with its own little screen. So, there you go. Comes with a book too, by the way. Book. It's not actually a book, it's a fold-out pamphlet, and it is in mostly English, which is unusual, but these days. You really don't need it. It's pretty self-explanatory. So, there you go. There you have the... What is this thing? I don't know. OIAUS tool. Yeah, it's not in the box. It's only in the front of this. Anyway, there's your little review of this thing. Let me know if you like them. Give me a thumbs up. If you don't, whatever. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good day.